Well, I didn't quite get what I wanted today. I was gonna wait till Canadian Tire got in stock my little motor, but it's not in stock, so we ended up just buying it because it's supposed to be another 2 to 3 weeks. Oh, man, that sucks so well. So instead of just sitting around here for 2-3 weeks, it's not like we need to. We're gonna head back up into the bush. We're gonna go adventure back up to the same old place that I've been to many times before. OG subscribers have probably will recognize the lake I'm gonna be heading into. Without further ado, we got a couple-hour drive, and then we'll hit the lake, and then we'll throw the boat in the water. We're gonna play around with some new toys, and maybe we'll install Starlink today. I don't know. We'll see. It's pretty hot, so we might end up just doing that anyways. Well, let's hit the road and see what lies for us down the trail. Alright, I just arrived at the campsite. I'm gonna pull out some solar panels. So I plan on being here for at least 3, maybe 4, 5 days. We'll see. So we'll get everything ready to go, and we're gonna plan out some stuff, clean out the electronics cabinet, turn off Starlink, and get everything ready to go and see how this works out. Hopefully it works out. And if everything works out, then I'm gonna mount everything, or at least I'm gonna figure out where I'm gonna put everything. And then we'll get everything mounted and ready to go. All right, see you guys in a few seconds when I'm ready. Oh, it's getting late, but I'm starting to get this figured out. I had a little bit of preparation to do. Now, if you guys are curious, this is a relay. And basically this is gonna connect to a power switch. And when it receives power, it's going to send a signal to this, which turns it on, which takes power from this yellow wire from the fuse panel, sends it over the blue wire, which turns on the USB-C, which turns on the router, and it turns on this, which sends power to Starlink. We got these other 2 adapters. We're gonna hook up these to there. We need one more chassis cable here, which goes to the same place these 2 wires are going to go, which is the negative wires. It's a little bit of like a mess here, but it pretty well is easy. So you're going to send 12-volt signal through this wire. You flip the switch, which turns it on, which sends the signal to this, because the switch can't handle the power that this requires, so I have to use a relay. Once you get the power sent to the relay, it flicks on, sends power through this blue wire, which turns on the USB-C cord, which turns on the power for Starlink, and sends 48 volts to the adapter. And then one is for Ethernet, which connects to the router, and one goes to Starlink via this little adapter. That way I can keep my warranty. If anything's a problem with it, I can contact Starlink and get it all figured out. Now, over here, oh, we don't have any light here. Let's see here. Okay, over here, I had to move these USB ports. So one of these to share with one of these, or these two on the same USB, or these two on one fuse block, and these 8 on another fuse block. And then I also connected the monitor, which is this wire here, this black wire, which connects to this adapter here, which sends power to the monitor with this fancy little adapter. So we got a few more things we need to get done, and then I'm going to turn Starlink off, get this all plugged in, and start working. Oh yeah, and I need to pull this panel out so that I can hook up this switch, because it has nothing connected to it right now. I was going to use that for WeBoost to give a better boost signal on the cell servers for when I'm, out in the bush and I don't want to use Starlink, or parked in the trees. But we're going to put it on Starlink instead. Wish me luck, guys. I'm kind of nervous. We'll see. Should be good though. Alright, everything is connected but the fuse. Fuse is the last thing to go in. Even got the router hooked up. Got everything hooked up, but we have to plug in Starlink. And this is probably a little bit scary, but it shouldn't be too scary, because I think I figured out how to reset the Starlink without having access to the internet, or logging in, because once I hit the bypass button, it disconnects everything. So here we go, guys. Bypass. There we go. Are you sure? Yep. That's it. No access to Starlink. Let's plug her in. We can turn off the router, or turn off the inverter. Now we can unplug it. Are we gonna get a big pile of blue smoke? Who knows? Here goes nothing. Starlink is active. Router's on. That's not a good sign. Is that light supposed to be on? I don't know. Well, I've got it all hooked up, but this light is not turning on. I don't know what's going on with this, but I've got a voltage meter and this reads 48 volts. So that's correct. And I can't tell if this is working because this light ain't on. And the router ain't getting a connection despite the fact that it's on. And I don't know what's going on. It's not working. Frustrated because I spend so much time getting this to try to work, but it's not working, so I don't know what else to do right now. I'll wait 5 minutes, check to see if it actually connects or not, but at this point in time, I don't think it is. Well, I guess I could check the Victron. What's the Victron say? Okay, we're pulling 5 amps right now. So let's turn off Starlink. Yeah, we only dropped like 0.4 amps. I'm going to plug in Starlink. Okay, I'm going to turn Starlink on. Yeah, 0.3 amps. That's not enough power Starlink, that's for sure. That's literally just the router. So the PoE injector is not taking power and sending it to Starlink. Yeah, so I'm not sure what to say. It's not drawing any power. I'll keep monitoring it for 5 minutes. If it changes, then I'll let you guys know. But I'm frustrated. I'm done. I'm going to be emailing the Amazon seller and seeing how we can fix this situation. And I'm going to reset my Starlink after it's not working. It's a good thing I looked up on how to reset the Starlink before I started setting this up, because it ain't working. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This sucks. See you on the next episode. Peace out.